What happened last time? Oh yeah, right after where we left off was that we were at Shorty's crib to eat some stir fry. Yep.
Wallace!
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. And we just got picked up. Ooh, I'm so
Wallace!
excited. I've actually been excited to play this game. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Alright. Hold on, let me get the spectacles on. Alright, spectacles on. Alright. Wallace, it's nice seeing you again. How's it going?
No.
I'm not joining this club thing if that's what you're thinking.
Come on!
But word on the street was that pizza was involved. Ain't no way he said that. That's crazy. Besides, I don't think I can deal with the both of you without some help. I'm not that much trouble, am I? Remind me who persuaded me into agreeing to this again? She's got a point. You're the last person who would be agreeing with her, or who should be agreeing with her. Wow, already off to an immaculate start. Love to see it. The gameplay, the gameplay is just QTEs on just reading properly. I hate that. Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry. I keep feeling a sneeze coming in. Smiling and sitting back in the old wooden chair, I take a look about the noisy room. Everyone inside must be thankful for the heat being turned up, the weather outside having been freezing before we entered. There's a certain charm to the restaurant given its exposed aging brick walls and wooden furniture, however hard it may be. It takes a bit of speaking up for us to hear each other over the bustily chatting couples and groups around us. But like Dad said, the more people at a restaurant, the better the food will be. Nah, I don't think that's true. I've been to restaurants where like there's bare people and the food was trash. But then again, I've also been to a bunch of restaurants where there was no one. Like Mandarin, I hate to say it, Mandarin sucks. If you like Mandarin, you clearly never eaten like anything Asian in your entire life. I'm sorry. That's whitewashed Asian, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I noticed Elle eyeing Wallace's beer in an unsubtle manner, the large glass perspiring away like a commercial. I'd taken his apparent age as his beard making him look older, but I guess he really does have a few years on us. Man, I miss beer. It goes so well with this. Here I was thinking you were far too uptight to do something like underage drinking. Remember the trip to Europe me and my family took last year? You think I just drank soda over there? Well,
Seriously?
I was in Munich, Wallace. I mean, really. Facts. Don't they drink at like the age of 5? Caprice and I can only smile at their little lecture. Hold on, bro. I gotta fucking blow my nose. I gotta blow my load. I'll be back. I love allergies. It's my favorite thing in the world. Alright, Caprice and I can only smile at her little lecture. Don't be sad, Elle. It's only a couple more years. Then you can drink all you. How old are these people? Because this, like, I'm highly sure this takes place in America. 21 years is the drinking. Is the age for drinking in America. First off, that's a huge L. Imagine not being able to drink at 18, buddy. Like, loser. The look of pure and unrelenting disdain L gives her at being reminded of the wait goes gleefully ignored, which is probably for the best. Our chatter is interrupted by the arrival of a waiter, a weedy young man clad in a plain red and black uniform. It's impressive how well he maneuvers all our pizzas and sides onto the table, all our mouths watering as they steam away. With a curt "please enjoy," he leads us to our feast. Shit looks ass. What's that? Pineapple lovers? Never mind, that's the best pizza. Never mind. That's some good pizza. Damn, they're fast here.
Exactly.
Best pizza place in the city. How many have you actually tried? Doesn't matter, since I've already tried this place, she says, busily shoveling a slice of pizza into her mouth. Elle starts on hers, but mine catches the eye of Wallace.
Huh?
Vegan? You're not what? Huh? He says with genuine concern in his voice. I just like the taste. Whoa. You're despicable. I hate our main character so much. The answer satisfies him as he goes to work on his own. The fact it's a meat lover's pizza is less than surprising. Think you could take the wallet hit for tonight?
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, no problem. It's a little sad how obviously she's trying to convince herself of the fact. The only reason I'm not having a quick check myself is because I budgeted the trip days in advance. And even Wallace looks like he's doubting himself. Okay, so it's been a whole time skip. Such is the life of a struggling college student. Sure is. I really need to get a job. You don't have one either? I'm planning to get one. Same Z's. I have a job, but it doesn't give me hours. And when will you?
Huh?
Soon. Cap. Alec just grimaces. She got me. You got me. I was working at the store, Wallace. Not exactly riveting, but it's a living. As I turn to Elle, she just shrugs as she pulls out another slice. No job and no excuse like studying. Guess I'm a slacker with like caprice. Given her apartment, it's surprised that she could afford to live in that area and pay her tuition at the same time. I have to admit, I am envious of how she seems to have her life together. I've never met someone so independent, yet doing such a good job at it. Wallace momentarily bringing his phone up to check the time spurs Caprice into action. Her twisting about in her seat, fussing around with her coat draped over the back takes everyone's attention.
Caprice.
She finally writes herself after a few moments, her own phone proudly in hand. Let's exchange phone numbers. As a club, we have to stay in contact. I quickly turn to grab my phone, while Caprice tries to talk a very reluctant Wallace into going along with her plan. His dreary look makes me feel a little sorry for him, especially as he cracks and gives in. At least she and I are already sorted. Bro, what the fuck? I keep hearing noises. It wasn't long after we met that Caprice asked to exchange contact details with me. I take my phone in hand and look to Al instead, who looks up from eating with little interest. Don't wanna? She just shrugs. I feel myself deflate a little from the excitement of earlier, having overestimated how close we'd managed to become. I don't really use it much. Reading the room as she glances about, she reluctantly pulls out an ancient-looking flip phone. Damn! I can't help but stare in stunned silence at such a relic. It's not that weird, is it? I just never had a use for a fancy one. When does this game take place? 2004? What the fuck? When does smartphones, like iPhones like what? 2009? Some shit like that. Old. Damn. It's definitely weird. I was gonna try to get everyone on this group messaging app too. What's wrong with calling? You know, that thing phones were made for? Thoughts I had possibly I had of possibly messaging Elle start to vanish. Wow, I can't speak. I can't imagine her actually wanting to text anyone with that thing. And even the idea of calling somebody fills me with anxiety. As for Elle, I think I might have inadvertently disappointed her by not tempering Caprice's reaction. The quiet falling over the table, we ended up concentrating on our cooling pizza rather than our phones. So I was right? Best pizza place. At least Caprice's endless enthusiasm and bright nature come in useful times. The mood instantly lifted. You were right. Wallace gives a thumbs up as he tries to grab some cheese coming off the slice he's working on. They don't skimp on the toppings either, do they? What the fuck did I just say? They don't skip on the top. Bro, I don't know what these words are. Alright, listen up everybody. My first executive decision as club president, coming here is now a regular event.
No.
Don't try your luck. You've got my art room and a warm body for the numbers you needed. That's it.
Eileen.
So cold. I'll come here with you. Don't worry. See, Allison's a true friend. On jaw. She slips her arm around mine and pulls us together tightly. Not knowing how I should react, I end up nervously smiling while feeling myself flushing from the contact. I guess I'm just happy to hear her call me a friend. At least you got Caprice with you as company during the day, for better or for worse. Come on, Al. You're jealous, are you? You and I can hang out at the club all the time now, too. Are you trying to make me reconsider it? Caprice satisfies herself with pouting as she takes a big bite from her pizza. Al might have agreed to the club, but I do wonder if the two will ever really get along. It's probably for the best that I'll be around to mediate. Like that one Earth Gang song. I had to sit there for a second to remember. I'm glad things turned out this way in the end. Something about Elle feels different from my high school friends, or Caprice. Every time we become a little closer, it feels like a small victory. As Caprice grins at me, I realize that I'm smiling widely. I guess things really did turn out well.
Hey, Eileen? Yes?
Let's go voice acting.
How do you say cheers in Germany? Usually Prost. Why?
W German. She looks suspicious until Caprice raises her her glass of lemonade. Ew. The other side of the table groans loudly, but I've already begun to lift my glass in preparation. Now left awkwardly dangling in midair.
We're not doing this. Come on, this is a celebration, right? Wallace, help me out here.
Wallace pauses, a piece of pizza hovering before his mouth. His dreary stare down makes it clear that he's here for the pizza alone, and not having a bar of this. A disappointed Elle lets it drop, the neutral party going back to his meal.
You're still here celebrating, though. See? Allison's all in for it.
Well, that's one way to drag me into this. All I can do is awkwardly smile in apology as the others grimace. While they might hesitate to follow our diminutive new leader, Wallace and Elle begrudgingly lift their glasses in solidarity with me. Even if her enthusiasm might not be matched, there is some sense of camaraderie between us all. As I raise my glass, I realize that a familiar feeling is no longer weighing me down. For the first time in a long while, I don't feel the unease of loneliness. W. In the end, maybe that's enough for me to toast to this new club and the friends in it. Yo, I need friends. Bro, I need to start going out.
New art club. Prost!
Prost!
Jesus Christ, why was Wallace's voice like just so deep and sensual? That was Act 2? Wait, no. That was just Act 1? All of that was just Act 1? How many acts are there? I know this game is like 4 hours or something like that. What the fuck? Alright, everyone out. Caprice and I step onto the busy sidewalk, per Al's orders. The chatty girl leaning through the passenger door as Al tries to get the car going again. Giving a long stretch to help my stiff back, I do my best to keep out of the way. After news of Al's owning a car leaked out, Caprice's mind immediately set about organizing the art club's first outing. Inspiration for our art, she called it. But it was obviously an excuse to hang out. Fuck. Excuse me. My fault. With things having gone this awry, I feel a little bad for going along with the idea, despite Al's reluctance. Their investigation's apparently coming to nothing. Caprice rights herself as the car falls silent. Al closes the door behind her with some force before plodding around to us, frustration written all over her face. Looks like the engine won't won't idle at all. Jesus. Serves me right for buying secondhand. Know why it's not working?
No.
Nah, gang.
She looks a little sheepish for not having the answer on hand. But I can't say I blame her. As the two of us mull over our options, we become distracted by Caprice and her wide grin. She has a plan cooked up already, for better or worse.
Caprice.
What are you snarling about now? I've got this. Just stay right here. I gotta make a call.
Catch you later.
Elle and I grimace at each other in unison, but Caprice bounces off down the street before either of us can object, getting the phone from her pocket as she walks. She fucking hell. She flits? Huh? She flits between the people around her while unbothered by the ice on the sidewalk. That means slip? Flits. No, that's not. A background hum of people chatting and cars passing by takes over once again as we find ourselves at loose ends. Not like we could go anywhere else anyway. You're not gonna try and stop her? Think she'd listen to me if I tried? That's a fair point. Both of them are rather stubborn, so I suppose it's inevitable that they'd clash sometimes. On the bright side, of all the places to break down, here isn't so bad. The weather's not too chilly, and it's nice to observe people sometimes. I love people watching, especially when they're bundled up in cute winter outfits. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Some city workers in the distance are already beginning to set up the downtown Christmas tree, providing some entertainment for the people walking by as they struggle with the unwieldy thing. Things will change as last-minute Christmas shoppers and sale hunters start rushing around, but right now, it's a pleasant atmosphere. Turning back to Elle, she doesn't seem as content to patiently pass the time people watching as I am. Holy shit, popcorn reader. Today, Junior. I'm going to go grab a coffee. Want one? I'm fine. Probably having a bit too much of it lately. No such thing as too much. As I shake my head at her offer, Elle simply shrugs and begins strolling down the road in the opposite direction to Caprice. Rather than dance around the crowd, people make way for Elle as she moves. Whoops! Her gaze fixed and noticeably taller than most. Oh, wait, hold on. Drive. Pick me up. I'm going to have to look through the fucking, the music in this game. I think I could just go look through the files, because I kind of want to sample this game. Kinda wanna. With little to do now but watch the car, I huff into my gloved hands a couple of times to try and warm them. At least the aquarium should be warmer. If we ever manage to finish the trip there. As I'm about to settle in and watching the passing. Yo, what the fuck is this song? This is the ringtone? Yo, hold on. This is some crazy shit. This actually sounds fire. I'm not sure who it could be. I quickly grabbed for it. Otosan? Without a second thought, I swiped my finger on the screen to pick up the call.
Hi.
Hey, sweetie. It's good to hear your voice again. How are things? The sound of the crowds fades away as I listen to him. A comfortable warmth coming over me as I feel insulated from their gazes and focus on the conversation. Things are good, I guess. I haven't caught you at a bad time, have I? I could call back later. No. Just out with friends. He gives his usual weird laugh. Sounding more like air moving through closed teeth than a normal. I don't care. What's that about? Just a relief to hear that. We've all been worried about you finding out. Finding new friends after such a big change. What with changing schools and moving out? Thinking to the people I've met in school, I guess I really have. Caprice pulled me into her orbit. Wallace seems nice and caring for all his intimidating size. And then there's Elle. They may be a bit They may be a bit odd, but they're all caring in their own ways. It's funny how art seems to have drawn us all together, each in a different way. Before I respond, I vaguely hear my mother's voice in the background. Your mother is said to ask if things are going okay at home. Everything's good. Rose has been a big help with everything. That's vastly understating things. If it weren't for her, I don't know how I would have coped. Not just for the constant housework and errands, but also for being away from everyone and everything I knew before. I might still have my ups and downs, but the last thing I want to do is stress them out over me. Huh? That's good to hear. Hopefully it'll take a bit of stress off a certain someone. Tell Rose hello for us if you remember.
Sure thing.
Can do. How's everyone there? Your brothers? They're dead. Right on cue. One of them loudly complains in the background, as you could tell. How's Lucy? Same as always. She's sleeping in the other room. I heard my mother's voice again in the background. Ah, right. She knocked a mug off the counter the other day. Your mom gave her a good scolding. I think she's acting out without you around. Who's Lucy? Is that her sister? Is that our sister? I'm confused. Cat. Jesus Christ. I can't help but laugh at him, but imagine. Fuck! I can't help but laugh imagining it. My mom exasperated with my cat. Anyway, we're getting by. It ain't the same without you, though. In a whispered voice, he continues. Hard to get a moment's peace around here. Make sure to give your mother a call sometime, okay? I'll call her, don't worry. The girl. Anything worrying you? On your mind? No, things are good. I realize my mistake the moment I answer, having spoken just a little too quickly to make it seem natural. My mind starts to replay embarrassing situations I've been in, the constant concerns and worries of living alone, the loneliness, the suicidal thoughts. Dad's calming voice cuts through, interrupting my spiraling thoughts. I'd better let you get back to your friends. I hope I'm not keeping you away. It's fine. I'm just happy to hear you again. We miss you too. Christmas around here will be a lot warmer once you're back for the holidays. We're going to miss you at Nana's this year. I really can't wait to see all of you again. I'll be looking forward to it. I love you, Allison.
Take care.
Mwah. A few seconds pass before the familiar beeping of the ended call tone rings in my ear. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Why is my nose so itchy? I know why. It's because of my fucking hair. Or allergies. Could be both. No, it's my hair. Putting away the phone, I feel like I should be happy to have spoken to my family again. That couldn't be any further from what I feel, though. The horrible lump in my throat only gets worse as I stare down glumly at the dirty snow on the sidewalk. My heart hurts. The taste of my mother's food, my old bedroom, all the friends I left behind when I went to this college, my cat, they all came flooding back. It's just homesickness. I've dealt with this before, and more than once. The fact it'll pass doesn't help right now, though. Noticing Elle through the crowd, coffee cup in hand as she sips away, I take a long breath and try to steady myself. I don't want to look weird in front of her, getting all sulky in the middle of the street. That was quick. Hey, the cavalry's here too. She jerks her head towards the top of the street in answer to my confusion. Caprice frantically waves to flag someone down. Their little car sliding into a parking spot not far from where Elle's ended up. It looks well cared for, despite its age. Hey, whoa, another girl? Oh, Elle. Why did I do that? God, what's wrong with me? Why am I like this? All Elle and I can do is stare as the driver opens the door and steps out. I'm more than a little surprised when I recognize her as being another student from the college. She looks to be about our age despite her ladylike appearance, her tall figure dressed in a smart trench coat and scarf. It's quite a fashionable look, and hardly who I expected to arrive. Oh, hold on. Who are you? Because instantly, Hachu! Hachu! Fuck! Why is there so many characters?
Check.
Let's see here.
Oh my god! Oh! That was horrible. As Caprice excitedly chats to her, I feel myself shrinking behind Elle, a little out of shyness. She looks more apathetic about the whole affair, simply taking a long sip of her coffee. Getting on Elle's good side made me forget how unsociable she could be.
Ta-da! Found a mechanic right nearby.
I feel a little sheepish for assuming the worst of her little mission. Bree seems to be very friendly with the woman, but it's hard to read it much into that, given Caprice's personality.
Hi, I'm Millie. The two of us are roommates.
W?
Mechanic might be stretching things a bit far, but I should be able to help.
And now, Millie, it's time for you to meet my art club.
Jesus Christ.
Introducing Eileen and Allison.
The fuck was that? There's a break in the system. All I can do is give a weak smile as Elle snorts in wary disapproval. Like it or not, looks like we're a part of this misadventure for good.
I could have sworn there was already an art club.
That one is garbage. Mine is the cool art club.
Fuck.
So that's what you've been so happy about
My
lately.
nose is so fucked, bro. Oh my goodness.
Shame on me for thinking you were ever jealous of my position in the writing club.
Is that what all of this is about? Caprice wanted to be on the level with her on level with her friend. I guess it worked out well for us anyway.
So you're in charge of the writing club?
The current leader's graduating at the end of this semester, so he's handing the reins to me. Seems I made a good impression on him?
And the rest of the club doesn't get a say?
That's how it works. I like to call it a stable line of succession. Speaking of which, I need to get back to the writing I was doing before I got that phone call. Your car had issues?
Yeah, engine. What the fuck? Yeah, engine died without any warning. Managed to coast it to the side of the road. Elle doesn't seem exactly taken with the situation. Millie's explanation of her being a writer not explaining her ability to fix a car We don't have much option but to put our faith in her at this point. What? I'm guessing Caprice gave you the briefing. Need me around to start the thing? Oh, let me. Elle narrows her eyes, but eventually sighs and chucks her keys at the girl of Caprice's. Fuck, I didn't notice the period. Caprice's momentary hesitation shows she expected that to work no more than I did.
Fine.
I'm going to kill myself in GTA. Just don't go for a drive or something. I assure you, you haven't seen me actually angry yet. The seriousness of her tone seems to penetrate a little. Of course, Caprice being Caprice, it doesn't take long for her to bounce back. Now then, let's fix this thing.
Let's see what I can do.
Right, let's have a look. She gives us a confident smile before popping the hood, Caprice taking on the side of the job of her assistant. To Millie's credit, she looks like a natural as she quickly moves this and that around to peer inside. If you don't need us, we'll just go for a short walk, alright?
Yeah.
Got it. Ooh, alone time with Babe, even though she isn't Babe yet, but soon she will be. She'll be mine! The meaning of we becomes clear as Elle puts a hand around my shoulder to direct me. The two of us walking off beside each other and leaving the other two to their work. It feels a little weird to have Elle's arm around my back and holding my shoulder as we walk side by side. Even if it is to guide me, she takes a long while to let go. You sure you're alright leaving them alone? Not at all. Not like I could do anything to actually help though. All I can do is awkwardly laugh it off. I don't have the first clue on even day-to-day maintenance for a car after all, so maybe just staying out of the supposed mechanic's way might be the best. At least it broke the ice a bit, as I still feel a little unsure when I'm alone with her. I can never seem to get a read on Elle. Every time we talk, I end up getting caught in her pace. Even now, I'm not sure why she pulled me away to walk with her. No, that's not quite true. She must have noticed me being depressed earlier. Even if she isn't saying anything about it, given how she also invited me over for dinner when I was hungry, it seems she really does care for me, despite her stoic exterior. As she drops her empty coffee cup into a bin as we pass, I realize it's going to be up to me to raise the subject. So you saw me earlier, huh? You did look a bit bummed when you got off the phone. Didn't want to bring it up to you if you didn't though. She left me no choice.
Sorry.
I miss talking to my family after so long. Sorry for being so flustered. So flustered. Nothing to be sorry for. It's only natural.
Huh?
So you're homesick, huh? Sometimes. Moving out for the first time is a big deal. You don't need to beat yourself over feeling stressed.
Thank you.
Thanks. I thought I was doing okay, but when I heard my dad's voice again, reminded you of what you're away from, I gave a simple nod. She doesn't seem to be speaking in an overly soft or caring tone, but she is listening carefully. I appreciate it, really. She doesn't come off as patronizing. Can't imagine living alone. I have no idea how you do it. She gives an absent-minded shrug. I'm not really fussed about that sort of thing. Besides, Wallace drops by sometimes, and you're welcome as well. It's good that you have a roommate you get along with, though. That helped. I get the feeling Elle's circling around what she actually wants to say. As she looks to me, I think she realizes the game is up. The two of us stopping as she turns in front of me.
Allison.
We're all freshmen here. You, me, Caprice. We're all away from our families and trying to find our niche. If you want to talk or vent, we're around. Wallace told me you talk, so you have that big oaf as well. That's it, I guess. I might have thought I didn't want to worry her, but her reassurance are more comforting than I guess they'd be. Even as I manage to gather myself, I can't help but smile. Hold on, I need to search how many fucking acts are in this. I'm sorry. Fuck! I'm going to cry. $4. I think I could beat it today then. Try to finish this today. I know it's a little selfish, but it's sort of nice to have someone worried about over me. Whoopsies. To my surprise, she brings her hand to my head and starts ruffling my hair. It's hard to read her expression as she does so, but I don't feel put off at all. Quite the opposite. I feel turned on. She pauses for a moment, face stuck. Sorry, if you don't. It's fine. I only just managed to splutter the words out. My dumb smile better at getting the message across. Taking the cue, she begins petting my head once more. I forgot how much I miss simple physical interaction. So awkward as awkward as she might be about it. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a bucket. Yo, head pats are fire. I hate to say it. As a kid, I used to hate being touched. But now that I'm older, bro, a little head pat can go a long way, I'm telling you. A head pat can give me, like, push me through the next week. A hug might be a little more normal, but somehow it's hard to imagine Elle doing that. It's not a secret. It's not a secret I'm not great at this kind of thing. Just keep what I said in mind, alright? I will. Everyone's here to help me. I'll remember that. Removing her hand, Elle and I start heading back towards the car side by side. It's easy for someone who's outgoing to comfort another, but it feels somehow more sincere from a loner like Elle. She's making an extra effort for my sake. Somehow, I feel a little warmer than I did before. As we walk back, maybe the weather's improved, but I doubt that's it. I guess you've had experience living alone, haven't you?
Huh?
Me? Just moved out for college, same as you. So we're in the same situation, yet Elle has everything so together that she can offer me help like this. Moreover, she's known so this entire time. I just sigh in defeat. College has really driven home how everyone's different. Sure has. On John. I don't know why I keep saying that. The reason for the dreariness in her voice becomes apparent as I follow her gaze. Caprice happily bouncing out of the car and shutting the door as we stroll up. Everyone sure is different.
Hey!
Hey guys!
The impromptu mechanic appears finished as well, righting herself and closing the hood after poking around inside. She absentmindedly wipes the sweat off her forehead, leaving some grease on her face before realizing her error. Whoops. Well, it's fixed for now. Looks like the fuse went. Nothing major. I've done what I can out here, but it needs a proper fix back at a shop. This will get you going though. Elle's impressed look is shared by me. Being so handy is a good trait to have, and she did come all the way here just to help us. I'm impressed. Fixed cars before? I was about to recommend taking it to my dad's auto shop, actually.
Sure.
Your dad's shop is as good as any other. I'll sort something out this afternoon. This is where I'd shake your hand in thanks, but you know. Millie gives a self-deprecating smile in response. Caprice passes her a handkerchief from her pocket, which Millie quickly uses to wipe her hands as best she can. Hey, since you're already here, I'll let you all get on with your art club adventure. I have other things I need to do. Sorry.
Have fun.
With that, we give our farewells to Millie as she heads back towards her car. Her momentary churlish grin. Jesus Christ, churlish grin. Like these words, I swear these words don't fucking exist, bro. I swear. Towards the deflated Caprice doesn't go unnoticed. Al snatches her keys back from the girl's hand, wasting no time in addressing the both of us. Meet the leader of the campus writing club. Now are we finally going to the aquarium?
Yeah!
She beams brightly, her smile proving infectious. Turning to me, Elle's emerald eyes stare into my own, checking my reaction after the day's events. As rough as she might be, Elle really does care about others.
Eileen.
Let's go, Elle. With this, she gives one of those few smiles she dares gives. It feels like a reward to see them, and I found myself wanting to see them more and more. I briefly wonder who's in the art room as I proceed along the second floor hallway. Less wonder and more hope. Caprice will be there. I've little doubt about that, but I'm starting to enjoy being around Elle. Paintings are so nice to see, and anytime I manage to make her warm to me, it feels somehow rewarding. Someone like Caprice smiles all the time, and the moment we sat beside each other in a biology lecture, my fate was sealed as she began chatting to me without prompting. Christ. While I don't mind that at all, finding her bubbly attitude uplifting, if a little overbearing. There's a little about her that she keeps to herself. When Elle gives praise, or even just smiles, it feels genuinely earned. I think that's the difference. Upon reaching the door and opening it, the otherwise empty room is filled with the greetings of a certain loud girl. Sitting at a table with a sketchbook in front of her, she takes a brief break from her work.
Hi!
Good morning, Allison. Did I say afternoon?
Hi!
Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Wow, I'm so bad at reading. Hi, you look cheerful as usual. I'm super ready for today's art club meeting. She pumps her fist as I walk in, earning a sincere if wary smile. I feel a little bad for my first reaction upon entering being disappointment, given her earnest sense of friendship with me. Shrugging it off, I pile my books onto another table and take a couple of pencils from the side of the table, with which Caprice has commandeered. Holy! Glance at the sketchbook Caprice has been sketching. It makes me stop in my tracks. That's pretty good. That's way better than what I can do, that's for sure. I have to look up at her and back down again, just to confirm that this was done by the same person. Casual doodles were cute, but she has a real talent for this stuff, now that I see her more serious work. I never really questioned how much Caprice has practiced her art. Now that I think of it, I'm left a little chastened for underestimating how much effort she puts into this hobby. Motivated to try a bit harder myself, I take a seat and open one of my notebooks, flipping to a mostly empty page. I ponder for a moment before setting about sketching a cat. They were always a favorite subject to doodle. Yeah, I do that too. I keep it a buck. I like drawing animals. Animals are so fire to draw, but sometimes they're just so fucking hard. Because it's just more so trying to get the proportions right. Question mark. I lose track of time as I start to get into it, trying to replicate Caprice's shading from memory. It's only when Caprice pipes it up with another greeting that I take a break. Alice strides through the doorway as I look up, giving a quick perfunctory wave to the both of us. She looks barely awake, but given how tired she always looks, it's hard to say if it's any worse than usual. As we exchange greetings and Caprice gets back to her sketching, Alice, yep. Without breaking a stride, she turns on the ball of her high boots to take a detour from her easel and peer at my work. Elle's figure looms above as she... The fuck was that? Whatever. Elle's figure looms above as she stands in front of me, fingers pressed to the top of my sketchbook as she looks down. Conjures up feelings I haven't felt since middle school, as if a student shrinking before her teacher. Haven't done this in a while, have you?
Sorry.
Go, man. Why are you apologizing? If you haven't, you haven't. You have the fundamentals right at least, which only comes with practice. Fingertips skates back and forth on the paper, pointing out this and that. Musculature. Huh? Looks off. But that's a pain at the best of times for animals. Try to draw from references instead of relying on what your mind thinks something looks like. Yeah, that's what I do. I do a lot of reference drawing and it sucks. Soon though, I'll get good enough to a point where I don't need references to be able to do something. Trust. A weight feels as if it's being lifted from my shoulders. It's not exactly high praise, but the fact that she's willing to give me pointers feels like validation. Like cats? I have one back home. Explains it. More of a dog person myself. On God, dogs on top, dogs on top. I fucking hate my cats. Ever had one? Would have been nice, but my parents weren't interested in the idea. Sounds like you and your parents don't get along very well.
No.
We don't. The pet thing's got nothing to do with it. They wanted me to go into one of their approved careers. I didn't. Oh, I thought it'd be something more complicated. Sometimes things really are as simple as they seem. I'm sure things will work out eventually. That's nice. I open my mouth to respond, but the tone behind her word makes it clear that she considers this discussion over. The air goes cold between us, leaving me at a loss for words as my shoulders slumps in defeat. All I meant to do was cheer her up. Yeah, nice try, you fucking suck. You failed the QTE. But the Sonic Adventure, or not Sonic Adventure, Sonic Unleashed shit. She steps over to another table and pulls off her coat. Caprice gleefully fills the awful silence with her bubbly voice.
Allie!
Hey, have you tried doing other stuff as well?
Huh?
What do you mean? You know, other kinds of art. There's oils, watercolor, pottery, fletching. What's fletching? Both paint and do sketch work, so it's not like you need to keep to one thing or another. I can get some pottery stuff if you want. Al barely restrains herself from rolling her eyes. By harassing the poor professor into giving you some kiln time, you mean, and clay.
No!
It's not harassment, it's negotiating. I think I'll be fine for now. Elle gives one final piece of advice, as she turns towards the cupboard, taking advantage of this lull from Caprice, focusing on her own work. Jesus Christ, I can't read today. Don't worry about her, just keep at it. Practice might not make perfect, but it'll get you close. I'm sure Elle means well with her efforts at teaching, but it's a vast change to the way I used to draw as a kid and in high school. Being a little more than occasional scribble when an idea struck, blah 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 blah. Rarely having time to put a pencil to paper, I clatter at the as Ella fiddles. Both of us get up to see what's happening. What's up? Standing at the old wooden cabinet at the front of the room, Elle gives a couple more sharp tugs at the door, with all her usual gentleness, before turning to Caprice. The door to the cabinets are locked. Nah, they never lock it after class. She bounces over to Elle and takes the handle in her grip, giving it several pulls at various creative angles in case it's jammed. After one last try, hard enough to have her feet slipping. Yep. Fuck, I can't read. Could you say that again? I didn't quite catch what you said. As they face off, I take a look at the cabinet between them. The type of lock I've tried before, and not particularly high-end. Then again, I've never done this with two people peering over my shoulder. So we're a little criminal! Cause why the fuck do you know how to lock picks? Pick locks. Jesus Christ. As they both look to me, I realize there isn't any backing down now. Glancing out the door to make sure there isn't anyone listening in, I continue on. Maybe try picking it. You can do
Seriously?
that? Someone sure has a knack for skills that upstanding people shouldn't have. That's what I'm saying! All I can do in response is wilt. That's not exactly wrong, even if I do like to think I only use such things when I should. I don't really have much of an option. Think you can do it? Accepting my fate, I get up and hold my hands towards them. I'll need a couple of paper clips. We're a little criminal. We like doing illegal activity. Taking to my feet once more, Elle and Caprice looked more dubious than impressed. Well, did you get it? A little more confident than Caprice, her face having been plastered right beside the lock out of curiosity as I worked. I took a long breath and reached out to the handle, giving it a timid tug. The relief in the room is palpable as the door creaks open, revealing shelf upon shelf of supplies. Awesome. Priest gives a tight hug from behind in appreciation and excitement, leaving me to awkwardly laugh off the praise as Elle starts taking her paints and brush. Yep. I given up on reading, man. She rights herself and Caprice detaches herself from me. Elga gives a couple claps on the shoulder with her free hand. You did good. Where or maybe I should say why did you pick up these skills? Yep. I just like learning things. Cap. Taking an interest in the conversation, Caprice leans back towards us. What kind of things? Other cool stuff like that? Just things. Schoolwork wasn't too hard, so instead of studying, I ended up teaching myself how to pick locks and tinker with different machines to keep myself occupied. Are you aware of how sketchy that sounds?
Oh!
It's not about doing bad things. They're just like they're just puzzles. The point is working them out or not getting free stuff. Sure. When I put it that way, I guess it is pretty useless to learn. It's pretty funny to be saying right now. Caprice nudges Elle, who just raises an eyebrow. She makes a decent point. What? Holy shit! I don't know how to read. I don't understand the flow of the the fucking thing. I don't understand the flow. Jesus Christ. It's this unbearable heat. Probably is. It's like 31 degrees today, bro. I'm dying. Hoping that no staff were around to notice what just happened, I throw the twisted paper clips into the bin before heading to my table as Caprice takes hers and Elle sits herself at her easel. Like, bro, I don't understand. Without further ado, we each set to work. It's a nice atmosphere with the three of us working away at our own little projects. I'm not sure sketching cats in a notebook really counts as much of a project, but having friends around makes it somehow more meaningful. Alright. I think I will do this part, little part, and then I'll call it for today, because I'm not gonna lie.
My ass cannot read today for some reason. I don't know how long this is. With winter setting in, I found myself settled in for the evening on the couch, watching a movie on the television, blanket draped over me to try and keep warm. Rose still isn't back from work, and with the garbage taken out and washing up done, it probably won't hurt to take things easy for the rest of this evening. Loud ping comes from beside me, my head automatically reaching for the phone sitting on the couch in response. Probably Rose saying she'll be late, dooming me to microwave noodles for the dinner again. Or perhaps not. I don't recognize the number or the user avatar at all. Briefly consider saying no, but that would be me. I can barely make out their picture beyond what I think to be yellow hair. I don't know. Fucking hell! I don't even know any blondes besides Elle and Millie, and the latter's unlikely to be messaging me. Set this thing up. Ooh! Ooh! I took a photo when I was setting it up. Find any nice apps yet? I haven't really tried. I don't really get it. I can't help but giggle a little. I'm happy she's making the effort, when she's made it clear she wasn't interested before. I'll help you out with it tomorrow. That would be good, thanks. Sorry if I type slowly, this keyboard is weird. Practice makes perfect. About that. Wanted to say sorry about the parents thing. I was too touchy. It's okay. Wasn't really minding my business. Life doesn't always have an happy ending. Things don't work out, and that's that. You'll have to try though. People are good. You just need to have faith. At least, that's what I think. I don't get you at all. Oh, Jesus Christ, that actually scared the fuck out of me. I think that goes both ways. I see. Got a little pussy? Got a little pussy? I don't know why the fuck my mic just randomly decided to die. Alright. Has it been dead the entire time? I hope it hasn't. Taken completely unaware. I leap off the couch and and spin around, barely keeping a hold of the phone in my hand. When did you get in? Just now. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Let out a long breath to steady myself as my heart slowly returns to its normal pace. Rose just grins churlishly, like what the fuck does that word mean? As she walks off to hang up her coat. Roommate's back. Catch you tomorrow. See ya. Mwah. Whoopsies. With that, I tap the side button to lock the phone once more, putting it on the counter beside me. You look happy. All I can do is grimace. Fuck. My face becoming flush from embarrassment at her bullying. Next to my cheeks mildly hurting, I can tell she isn't wrong. I mean it. Does me good to see you managing to get yourself a social circle and all. You were worried? Can you blame me? No guys around, no friends, always being so nervous. You've changed a lot. I guess Elle was right. Everyone really is there for me. Rose isn't wrong either. I do have friends now, and the art club starting to become a welcome little slice of familiarity in this campus. Caprice, Wallace, Elle, everyone's really nice to me. Yet it's Elle I can't stop thinking about. Behind that cold exterior of hers, there's a genuinely kind person. What's with that face? Nothing. Gonna come eat or play with your phone all day? Ooh, we're getting into juicy territory. And just like that, I will fucking come back to this another day. I wanted to finish it today, but clearly enough, my body just does not want me to fucking do that. So, yeah.